If you're thinking about investing in Hawaii real estate, I need you to hear this before you lose money. Not because Hawaii is a bad market, but because this market punishes shortcuts. A lot of investors, they struggle here. And it's not because the numbers don't work, but it's because they don't understand how Hawaii actually works, logistically, legally, and operationally. I'm Tiandra Mills with the Pacific Lux Group. This video is not about fear. It is about clarity, because clarity is what protects your investment. Hawaii is logistically isolated. Labor, materials, timeline, none of it moves like the mainland. If you're coming from New York, California, or Texas, you will feel this immediately. Island time here is so real. Projects take longer, materials take longer, labor availability is tighter, and if you don't plan for that, the reality is that costs escalate quickly. This market does not forgive assumptions, period. Good contractors in Hawaii are difficult to find, and the best ones, to be quite frank with you, are usually booked out. And if you don't pick the right contractor, you can pay big dollars for really subpar work. Poor contractor selection doesn't just mean delays. What it does mean is higher repair costs. It means that you could be redoing the work. It means emergency fixes or long-term maintenance problems and issues that do compound over time. In Hawaii, a bad contractor decision is not a small mistake. It is an expensive one. Another thing that I will see very commonly is that investors will sometimes underestimate is the supply for timelines. Think about basic appliances. So if you're going to places like Home Depot or Lowe's, sometimes their supply line can take weeks or even over a month to arrive. And if you have a tenant emergency, so just imagine a refrigerator goes out or a washer fails, you don't have the luxury of waiting. That's when owners are forced to buy from local appliance stores. And sometimes those stores, they could be at premium prices and you don't have the ability to shop around. These are real costs and they add up fast, especially if you're not planning correctly. You also need to understand Hawaii landlord-tenant code. Because of Hawaii's transient population, especially military and relocators, tenant screening becomes really important, and it's more important than having the actual vacancy there. Hawaii landlord-tenant code strongly favors tenants. What this means for you is that evictions tend to be slower, it's more regulated, and it's legally more complex. This means mistakes are expensive, timelines are long, and legal missteps can cost you months worth of income. This is not a do-it-yourself friendly state for landlords who don't know or understand the law, the rules, or the regulations here. Filling a unit fast is not where we win. Filling it with the right tenant is. One bad tenant decision can cost investors far more than a couple weeks of vacancy. Cash flow protection starts with a quality tenant. Military rentals are extremely popular here, and when targeted correctly, can be an excellent investment. But what you need to understand is BAH, Basic Allowance for Housing. BAH is not unlimited. It's structured, regulated, and it varies by rank and location. When you price and market correctly, military tenants can provide strong consistency, good payment reliability, and a stable long-term occupancy. So when it's done wrong, the numbers don't work and expectations can fall apart. Here's the reality many investors need to hear. Many long-term rentals in Hawaii barely break even monthly. This is not a high cash flow market in the traditional sense. Where investors win here is with the appreciation, not the cash flow, and that is what matters. because according to Hawaii Business Magazine, Hawaii homeowners rank #1 in the nation for the average equity gains. This is a long-term investment market. I see investors struggle in Hawaii not because it's a bad market, but because they don't understand how this market actually works. They apply mainland assumptions to the island system, and Hawaii punishes them for trying to do shortcuts. Marketing is another place investors lose money. Professional rental photos typically cost about $250, and you should absolutely pay for them. If you're going to rent your investments, do it the right way. You're not going to attract a high-quality tenant with good credit and reliable income using poor photos. Think about it. If there's someone who's professional with good credit, they're looking at places that look nice, that looks well taken care of. And if you're utilizing poor photos, that's not going to be the best way to attract that clientele, which means that you're not going to get the quality tenant that you're seeking. In Hawaii, maintenance mistakes compound very quickly. Poor contractors' decisions, rushed tenant screenings, cheap marketing, and legal ignorance don't just hurt returns, they eat them up. This market rewards preparation and it punishes shortcuts. Hawaii is still a strong long-term investment market, but only if you understand the realities. This isn't about fear, it's all about alignment. When investors succeed here, it's because they respect the system, the laws, the logistics, and the pace. And when they struggle, it's usually because they didn't. If you're investing in Hawaii, clarity is your biggest asset. Aloha, and I will see you in the next one.
Waking up in the morning to the bright sunshine, feel the cool breeze, everything feels so